I am Pastor Mogashwa. I'm the pastor for this church, Hefzibah Beulah Ministries. Today I was preaching about the kingdom. I was encouraging the congregation about the kingdom mentality, that they must have the kingdom mentality because they are the kings in the kingdom. Their father is the king. They must be courageous. They must not fear anything because their God is with them. When they preach the word, they must not fear anybody. They must preach the word. When they share the worship, when they fellowship, they must not fear anybody because their God is on their side. God has given us enough power, enough authority. When you read Genesis 1:26, it says God has given us dominion over the earth, over the resources, so that when we exercise that authority, we must not fear failure. We must know God is always on our side. The grace has given us, the power has given us is sufficient. And Paul says the grace that God has given him is sufficient. When he had a thorn in his flesh, when he prayed, God said, "My grace for you is sufficient, for my power is the greatest in weakness." So we don't need to worry. We must know we have a God who loves us, who is powerful, who is always with us. When we ask him for anything in terms of John 14, verse 13 to 14, he gives it to us. So we mustn't worry. That was the message today, that we must act like the kings. We must act like the sons and daughters of God. And when we pray, we must pray like kings. Whatever we do for the kingdom, we must do it like kings. We must not fear anything. That was the message today.